Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into a really useful trick, converting Base64 strings into actual image files using JavaScript. Have you ever encountered a long string of characters that seemed like gibberish? Well, sometimes the gibberish is actually an image hidden in plain sight. Base64 is a way to represent binary data, like images, as text. This is commonly used when transferring images in environments where you can only send text, like in some APIs or directly within HTML. So, let's learn how to decode this and turn it back into a viewable image file. First, we'll need a Base64 encoded string. You might get this from an API response, a file, or even from your browser's developer tools. Then, we'll use JavaScript to decode this string into binary data. Once we have the binary data, we'll create a blob object. A blob represents raw data that can be treated as a file. We'll specify the MIME type of the image when creating the blob. The MIME type tells the browser what kind of file it is, like image/PNG or image/JPEG. Next, we will create a URL for the blob object using url.createObjectURL. This creates a temporary URL that points to the data in the blob. Finally, we can create an img element in the DOM and set its src attribute to the URL we just created. This will display the image on the page. Alternatively, we can create an A element, an anchor tag, and set its ref attribute to the blob URL and its download attribute to the desired file name. Clicking this link will then download the image as a file. Remember to revoke the blob URL using url.revokeObjectURL when you're done with it to free up memory. This is crucial, especially when dealing with multiple images. A common mistake is forgetting to specify the correct MIME type when creating the blob. If you don't provide the correct MIME type, the browser might not know how to display or download the image correctly. Another common issue is not properly handling errors. Make sure to wrap your code in a try-catch block to catch any potential errors during the conversion process. Also, always clean up the object URLs after you are done with them to avoid memory leaks. This process can be used for various image formats such as JPG, PNG, and GIF, as long as the correct MIME type is specified when creating the blob. Base64 encoding and decoding are powerful tools for handling images and other binary data in web applications. So that's it. You now know how to convert Base64 strings to image files using JavaScript. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please consider liking this video and leaving a comment. Also, if you want to see more content like this, please show your support by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you.